It's our feast for tonight. We've been down and been surfing, so I'm going to put together some of this beautiful rainbow chard. We're going to make some roll-ups. So in these beautiful leaves, you can see how big and luscious they are. Look at that. We're going to fill those leaves with some avocado, some pineapple, some soaked gojis, some beans. Look at the size of that portobello mushroom. It's just like massive. Some beautiful dandelion leaves, a few little tomatoes. I'm going to put some dulse and some kombu, dried kelp. We've got some dulse granules or dulse flakes there. These aren't essentially raw, but there's some beautiful miso and some organic tamarind paste, which just gives everything a little bit of a spark. I'm going to sprinkle some chia seeds on top of that too. We might add a couple of these beautiful ripe bananas to squish in it, and maybe some dates. But that's pretty much the combination of what we're going to have tonight. Whoop, hold on, there's some beautiful fresh ginger, a little bit of cucumber, and I've still got some beautiful marinated kale as well. So this is dinner tonight, and it's going to be awesome. Fresh and alive and full of aloha. And how easy is that to put all that together? I'm going to put this together now. I've shown you all the ingredients, and this is the beautiful rainbow chard. It's absolutely luscious and decadent. Look at the colours in that. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the miso. As I said, this isn't essentially raw, but it's really lovely fermented food, and that's good for your gut. I'm going to put a little bit of the tamarind, and it's an organic tamarind paste. It just gives it a little bit of zing. Then I'm going to put in some soaked goji berries and sprinkle in some chia seeds. This is good for your omega-3. Sprinkle on some dulse granules. This is really high in iodine. This is good for your body and your thyroid. Now I want to show you this because this is the dried kelp or kombu. Now it's usually really tough and leathery in Australia, but that's how it came out of the packet. And I've just washed it so that it, can you see that? Like it's really, you can imagine that just floating through the ocean. So I just needed to rinse that, and I'm just going to cut a few little strips of that, and it absolutely smells of the ocean. It's just beautiful. It's the nicest kombu that I've ever had, actually. And these are the dulse flakes, or the dulse leaf, and you can see there, you can get this in Australia too. So I'm just going to put a section of that. In fact, I might just chop that into really high in iodine. Everything that I'm doing here tonight, you can actually put on a nori sheet. Now I've got those beautiful portobello mushrooms. So they're just going on. A little bit of radicchio. Some pineapple. A couple of pieces of cucumber, a little bit of ginger. What else do we want? A little bit of the marinated kale.
Tomatoes.
A few tomatoes. Just going to tear up a little bit of the beautiful dandelion leaves. These are just so good for your liver. They're quite bitter, but with everything else it's going to be a superb flavour. A little bit of rocket, and just a couple of the, I've just sliced those stems of the chard, and that can go on there too. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the avocado Now this is essentially a low-fat, raw vegan meal, so we don't put too much on. And we can put in a couple of these little squishy medjool dates. As you can see, you can just load these up and they're so divine. You're only limited by your imagination. That's it, guys. All you need to do is roll that up and you've got the most luscious salad. Enjoy.